Hi, I'm going to make a quick video about negative slopes in the website. If you are using the calculator, you do not need to worry about this, but if you're using the website, you do. So, because the website does not give you r but r squared, you need to figure out the correct r value. But remember, excuse me, when you take the square root of a number, it gets lost in translation about the negative and the positive, because if I square a negative number, it becomes positive. If I square a positive number, it stays positive. So remember, if you go back to algebra or one of your earlier math classes, you can easily square something and take the square root. The important thing for this, though, is remember with the r value, which talks about correlation, I need to know if there's a positive or negative correlation. So here I have just a small data set, and I have an X and a Y. I put my data in, I'm going to hit calculate. And it's going to run and it's going to calculate this data and it's going to put it here. A quick hit about this, if this is not showing up, if you go up here and do resubmit and hit it again, it should give you the graph. And here's the graph with all of our information. The great thing is this. I see this is a negative line or a negative slope going down because it's starting from the positives and going to the negative. So this is what I need to do. I've got a higher number here and a lower number here, and it's decreasing, which makes it negative. I want to say that again to be 100% clear. All right, so what am I going to take out of this? Well, the great thing down here is right here. Oops, excuse me, if you can see it, I'm going to try to get it to go a little bit bigger. There we go. So y equals negative 10.95x plus 104.0. This right here, this negative number is the slope. Why? How do I know it's the slope? Because it's by the x. And this 104 is the y-intercept. Okay, but that's great and all, but I need the r value. Well, I have right here the r squared value. And because it's 0.8048, if I go to a regular calculator and I try to figure out what that is, I can do the square root of 0.8048. And it gives me 0.8971. Well, that's great, but that's a positive number when clearly it has a negative slope and there's a negative correlation. So what I need to do is I need to take that 0.8971 that I squared and I need to make that negative. Again, I can verify it based on the picture and because there's a negative slope here. So remember, if you have a negative slope, your r value must be negative. This doesn't have anything to do with the r squared. This has to do with the r value and the slope. So remember, if you're using the website and you put your data in and it has a negative slope or a negative line, you go down, make sure it's a negative slope, find the square root of the r squared, and then put a negative sign in front of it. It's that easy. If you're missing some of the homework questions, I would make sure that you've checked that. I hope this helps. Thanks.